I'm Samantha, and this is Lone Crow Adventures, the channel where we talk about all things camping, hiking, and backpacking. Today we are at Sand Ridge State Forest in Illinois. We're getting ready for a weekend of hot tenting. So we're just getting the hot tent set up. This one is the Hercules 8-person tent made by Luxe. Pretty nice tent. It has these really heavy fiberglass poles though, and there's two different color-coded systems on them. Look at that! I hate when that happens. The end of the tent pole, it gets filled with snow. The trick to getting this Hercules tent set up is you have to put the black poles through first, because they're the ones that hold up the frame. And once you get those ones propped up, then you come along and you put the gray ones in along the outside. Gives it a little bit more structure and some more wind resistance.
Beat it with a stick.
Does that help?
Sometimes it gets the dirt out if there's dirt in it. Like I beat some of it with the end, and then I dig, and then I beat.
Alright, try shoving some more pull in my direction, because that,
Yeah, there we go. Is that in?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna have to dig this one out. This one's really bad.
So once you get these first black poles in here, it has some basic structure to it, and then you just go along and clip them together, and then you can put these fiberglass poles on and clip them on as well. But the hardest part, honestly, is getting these first 3 black poles, and once you get those up, it's pretty easy after that.
Feeling good, feeling fine. Alright. I'm gonna clip these before you shove it too far.
The biggest problem that I've found with this Luxe tent is these poles get full of snow on the end, and that's a bad deal because you have to put those little pins up through the bottom, and it's a nuisance. So we're getting the mats filled up. We've got 2 of these really fabulous X-Ped mats. I absolutely love these things. Super comfortable. And when the fire goes out in the stove in the middle of the night, these things are rated to like -54. So we're not going to get cold sleeping on these. Plus, honestly, it's the most comfortable camp mat that I have ever used. This is one of the new additions for this trip. And I know it is like the most ridiculous thing that you've probably ever... It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever brought camping. It is a little baby portable dresser. Now, the reason that I brought this is because last time I had all my cooking supplies and everything in a tote, and I was leaning across my chair, and I just found it super irritating. Everything was always buried in a tote. So I have this 5-chested drawer where I can keep all my supplies in here. I've got all my cooking stuff. But one of the things that I learned about hot tenting is you're turning your tent into a very miniature temporary home. So why not bring some of the comforts of home? So we now have a new dresser. So we're pretty much settled in for the most part. We just have to get the stove fired up. We're going to have smoke billowing out of here momentarily. It's going to be great. It's hanging out a couple degrees below freezing. The snow's just started. It's just the perfect hot tenting weather. Welcome to the refrigerator, where we use the cooler to keep the beer from freezing. We actually got everything done in its entirety just before nightfall, and the snow started just in time that we get to get some really cool shots for you guys. So that's pretty awesome. So I think that we're ready to head inside, and we'll get that stove fired up and get cooking. After having a flood on our hands last time hot tenting, we have implemented a no boots in the tent policy. So, brought these little sandals. We're wearing those. And these, I have a little boot mat. I can put that on. That is our prop log that keeps our stove door open. We'll see what's in the pantry. Here we are. Potatoes.
What's for dinner?
Potatoes.
That's it. That's the outrage.
No, they're broccoli, mushroom,
that's
chicken
delicious.
potatoes.
From an outrage to delicious.
Oh, this looks really good. Let's see. Cheese, broccoli, mushrooms, chicken. It's like a loaded baked potato. I mean, look how good that is. Can you see? It's to die for. Let me tell you, I am a big, big fan of this new kitchen cabinet, also known as the plastic dresser. This thing has organized my life inside of the hot tent. Now, in the hot tent, I have my area, Sarah has her area. So Sarah's responsible for the wood and really all things related to the stove. I don't want anything to do with the stove, it's a pain in the butt. I am responsible for maintaining the clean bathroom over here, and also for all things related to cooking. So I've got all the food, all the kitchen supplies, everything that we're going to need at my station over here with this little plastic dresser. Also makes a handy drink making station too. So it works out really well when everyone has their job and they have the tools that they need to do their job. Nighty night. We're going to sleep awesome tonight with that fire. It's a beautiful morning. It's snowing a little bit. Got some coffee on the scene. Look at the steam rolling off that coffee. That's great. Got some fresh coffee, just perked up, and we're making some morning biscuits under those cast iron pans. Check it out. Oh, if you could only smell that sizzle. Oh goodness. I think we can just move these right over here. That cast iron is going to stay hot. I don't know what makes an egg brown.
Maybe it'll be like the type of chicken.
It must be. Or,
but a lot of farm eggs are brown when you think about it.
I mean, for all you know, maybe they do something to the white eggs after the chickens lay them to make them, you know, bleached and, you know. We do a lot of stuff to our food to make it look appealing. That's like adding chemicals and a bunch of other gross stuff. So maybe eggs are supposed to be brown. If you guys know, if anybody watching lives on a farm, let me know. Alright, so these eggs, these scrambleds are pretty much done. Now it's time to add my secret woods ingredients. The woodsman deliciousness. The Velveeta cheese. It turns eggs, which are actually pretty healthy for you, into something that is so bad for you. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Cheese is all melted. It's nice and creamy. Breakfast is ready.
Remember, you just cut through a half. You don't try to get to the, just try to get to the middle, and then you spin. I think it stays together better. That's the method.
Oh my god, this Velveeta is so good. What a great idea. I declare that all eggs from here on out be served with Velveeta cheese.
Oh, it's so good.
Alright. Breakfast was really good. We're going to head out for a hike here shortly. I think we're going to try the Orange Trail. We'll see how that goes. If you notice here, that is the spot right here where my cup was scarred by the stove during our first time out. We had this little water canteen canister that goes around the stovepipe, and I just gently touched this edge of the cup against the stove. It's been scarred forever. Oh, wait. Sarah also has a scar on her
I don't
cup.
have a scar. I was showing them that this is the better way. It has no scars.
Oh.
Brand placement. Carry on.
I prefer the Hydro Flask.
They did not pay us for this commercial.
No, they did not. No,
They didn't even send us anything free.
no, they didn't. So,
Oh, maybe you need a new free cup though.
since we're talking about brand placement, here, hold on, relinquish your coffee.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I want it back.
We're gonna
Just as much.
we're gonna talk about these two coffee mugs. So this is the Yeti mug. This is the Hydro Flask mug. The Yeti mug holds substantially more coffee. I believe this is a 16-ounce coffee mug, and I believe this one is a 12-ounce coffee mug. One of the things that I don't really like about this one is just how heavy it is once it gets filled with coffee. It's a really heavy mug, and I find that this one's just cute and adorable, and it's actually more in line with how much coffee I actually would typically drink in a single serving. Are you saying I'm full of it?
The Yeti cup
is for like those Stanley thermos lovers. They would like it. Big and heavy and full of joe.
Well, and that's the problem. I have.
The Yeti is the man's cup.
It is the man's cup, you know. Sarah's cup. This cup, I just find it's, you know, I'm only 5'2", and when I try to wrap my hand around it, it's like I can't even get around the girth of this cup. It's too big. And then when you compare, you know, this is a nice woman's cup right here. You know, like look at the difference. You know, it just, you know, my hand goes all the way around. So, I mean, this one is just superior and more comfortable.
Give my cup back. Cup hater.
But it is scarred for life from the stove. But I think that gives it some character. And I drink everything out of this cup. I mean, last night I was having some whiskey drinks out of this cup. Today I'm having coffee. Later on we're going to have cocoa. I mean, it's multifaceted. Also have a hydro flask wine glass. I'll have to show you guys sometime. I usually only bring that out for summer camping when we're glamping in the summer, because having a wine glass for camping is totally ridiculous. So we've got the base camp set up here, and then the trail we can access right from this little trail right to the left of our base camp. Alright, here we are back at base camp. Oh, look at that.
Somebody started the fire.
Oh my gosh, can't wait to get some food. Pretty tired. That hike was pretty strenuous today. We're having a nice cup of hot cocoa. That always makes you feel better. I've got some potatoes on to boil over here on the stove. I'm gonna have a roasted style potato for supper with some turkey meatballs, and might have some baked beans with it too. It's gonna be a pretty good meal, but feels good to be in the warm and getting hot again in the hot tent. Alright, this is what's on the menu tonight. Got some turkey meatballs. I'll wait for those to get heated up, and I'll throw some sauce on them. And we have roasted potatoes and some baked beans. Gonna be delicious. Get it. Nom 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 nom. Coyotes are awake. Well, you guys hear that noise? That is rain. I hate packing up in the rain. It's a wintry mix. So you know what that means? Really cold rain. Ugh. We're just gonna stay and have breakfast and hope that the rain goes away. It's not going to. It's gonna rain until 5 o'clock, but we're gonna hope.
I know, I like how the weather said light rain. It's probably not my definition of a light rain. It's just steady rain.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Wow. Oh, hey.
Well, we're going to take the opportunity, since the rain has stopped, we're doing a tear down, and we're getting out of here before it starts up again, because there's no guarantee that it's going to start up again. Thanks, guys, for checking out our hot tenting video. As always, we'll bring you on the next adventure. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And since you're still hanging around, you may as well check out a few more videos. Until next time, folks, we'll see you on the trail.